LOL. Laughing out loud.
Wow. First, Wahaha is the name of the restaurant where we had dinner last night.
Right. Yeah.
And Wa, that word Wa means little kid.
Wow.
Ha ha, that's laughing.
Little kid laughing.
Little kid laughing.
So it's a happy, laughing little kid.
Oh, sweet.
That's the name.
Wow.
That's the most beautiful thing.
And if you want to, I heard about somebody when you're trying to say thank you, say shishi. That's the wrong way. Shishi means very tiny thing. Because
not shishi.
Shi means very small and tiny. It's xie xie. Xie xie. There's the other xie xie. Right. That sounds better.
Chi chi. Cha cha. Shoo shoo. I'm just trying.
We're at the countryside now.
Countryside. We're
Outskirts. We're still in Beijing. Still in Beijing. We're about to arrive in about 20 minutes. Here are a couple of questions which helps you better understand about the Great Wall. First, somebody said it's only one man-made construction which can be seen from outer space. Well, I actually do not believe that.
You can see
and nobody
pyramids.
proved it. And somebody said it's not true even, but maybe it's too smoggy. But it is very long. It's more than 6,000 kilometers.
You can see it from space.
Question one, sorry. The average altitude is about 800. But it depends, not feet, meters. So 2,500 feet.
Yeah, it's higher.
And for question one is when did Chinese people build that thing? The second, why? What's the reason and the purpose? The third, who's in charge of that job? What's the name of the builder? Think about it.
I wish I knew the answer to any of those questions.
Kill the Hun. They built it to keep the Mongolians out.
The Mongols.
Yep.
Yep.
Keep the Huns out.
Crazy.
Right. Any Aussie here?
No.
No.
You can tell Aussie jokes.
Always a misunderstanding in Australia. They believe Chinese people built a wall to keep rabbits out because they don't like rabbits.
Oh, they had a rabbit problem in Australia.
Yeah, they built it to keep off Mongolian people. We call Mongolia like a nomadic tribe who had no permanent home. They just live together with their horses and sheep, travel, especially in wintertime. There's no food. They broke into China and grabbed food and girls and whatever away. So the northern border of China is quite bothered by Mongolian people. That's the main reason. And the story happened, let me see, it's about, not good at numbers, but it happened in 7th century before Christ.
Yeah, BC.
Yeah, 7th century BC is quite a long time ago. And talking about the guy who built it, there's another mistake people always make. They say it's the one who built the terracotta warriors. Emperor Qin Shi Huang who built it. Actually, before him, we call that period Warring States period in China. There were so many small kingdoms who fought against each other. For those weak, the small one, they have to build very tough wall around their own border as fortresses. And after hundreds of years of fighting, there's a man who unified whole China. It's him, Qin Shi Huang. And after that, what he did is just to build more new walls to connect all those walls together, which were left. So he did part of the job, not the whole thing. But he finished it, which took him about 16 years, around 2 decades. And then when he finished it, the whole wall went across whole China from the East Ocean to West Gobi Desert. According to documents, I'm not sure, there are around 3 million herbivores involved. Most of them are from first prison, criminals. They were sent there building the wall as punishment.
Wow.
And also soldiers. There's still some common people, ordinary people. So in China there's a lot of stories talking about those tragedies. Actually, at that moment, people were quite against about the wall. A typical one is in Peking Opera or in some other operas. There always a chapter saying that a gentleman was drafted to build the wall on his wedding day, and his wife missed him so much that a couple of years later, she traveled thousands of miles to the site of construction, but she found nobody, and she was so sad that she kept crying and crying that God was moved. There's a storm, rain, then part of the wall collapsed, and then she found the body of her husband underneath the wall. That story tells that first we paid a big price. 30% of our those labor forces sacrificed their life because first, see, we've been driving such a long time, and we see some infrastructures, bridges, but at that moment it's completely a wild place.
Yeah.
You know, they run their horses here and live here, and there are so many wild animals, including tigers, wolves, dinosaurs probably. So many of them were
dinosaurs,
were badly hurt, and then they worked very hard.
Dragons, yeah.
Worked very hard. No dragon.
Oh, come on.
Some of them ran out of energy and exhausted, died of overload working, and some are even just executed by offending the man who's in charge of that job. So anyway, it's a big price, but still we want to say thanks to the Emperor Qin because it made great contribution to our tourism industry nowadays.
Yeah.
We're arriving, and later I haven't booked any ticket for the gondola or a cable car. We're gonna climb it on our own. And for all those beers that we got last night, today's a good chance to
burn it off.
Yeah.
Carbo loaded.